What's wrong?
So as you all may know, I exposed...
Even when I was a baby. Even me.
Fave a few months ago for his illegal and downright disgusting actions towards multiple minors. And due to this video, Fave has pretty much gone inactive on YouTube and Roblox for months. Now recently, I was notified by people about Fave appearing in one of the most popular decals on Roblox. So I went and checked, and as you can see, evil Fave be like, I don't love children. And this decal literally has over 2,000 favorites, and tons of people are memeing this in the comment section. And it's pretty funny to see. If you didn't know, the YouTuber Laughability was actually the one who made this meme originally, and it's pretty comical to see this image resurface and be allowed through Roblox's moderation. And to be honest, I hope this decal stays on the site, as a reminder to what Fave has done, and how he should not be forgiven for his actions.
What is that?
Hey there guys, Fave here.
I know what is that, but what was happening there? What? What's this?
Alright guys, welcome back to a brand new video. So Ruben Sim made a tweet saying that he can't believe they made a Roblox game called Ars Anal. And then he made a tweet saying, do us all a favor and report this group. Now this group is called Maps Pride. One definition for the word map is a piece of paper which has directions to your destination. The other definition is minor attractive people or person, a pedophile. The description of this group reads, our goal is to spread the awareness about our community. There is no need for hate towards us when we come out. Toward the newcomers, ignore the hater posts, they aren't relevant to my asking. This group has various ranks that you can achieve, such as map member, child enjoyer, child observer, child doer, child stunner, zoo members, and moderator. These are the moderators, and this is the person that runs the group. One click to the right on their groups page includes them being in a group called LGTBP, and they are also in a group called Anti-Animal Abuse, which I find quite funny because a rank in their group is zoo members, people that fuck animals. But although it's kind of funny that it's a coincidence that he's in this group as well, this group seems to be pretty fine. It's just a lesbians, bi, pan, trans group, basically. The P, I don't think, stands for pedophile, I think it just means pan. But this group may want to remove this member, and Roblox might want to censor the word map, and stop allowing it to be possible to have ranks in your group named Child Enjoyer and Child Doer. Just a suggestion.
Huh? A Roblox predator? What, is the word predator bad? I'm confused. It was just...
What's going on, guys? This video is going to be covering the influencer Rats in the community, because she's been up to no good recently. Trigger warning, suicide, death threats, etc. Fred. Rat, an infamous Twitter influencer known for her dramas in the Roblox Twitter community, is now being called out for grooming, blackmailing, suicidal threats, and a couple more. Rat, who's a pedophile, exposed for multiple stuff that we will get into. Rat was recently exposed for grooming a 14-year-old, sending threats to multiple people, faking suicide multiple times, and violating DMCA. The screenshots read, I know you groomed a 14-year-old and flirted with them. That's messed up. Multiple YouTubers literally hate you for this, and some are gonna make videos about your past dramas and more. Rat responds, past is the past. They're being problematic by whining about it still. Rat says, hey, I heard that you knew Nasami and Nmpa. 2 asterisks. Oh yeah, they're very nice. Tell her to draw something for me. I'm sorry I can't. She does commissions and I don't want to bother her. I'll fucking find you and kill your parents. Do so, dumbass. Say it's a commission for your friend. Here's Rat saying, I became your local hoe. I would walk around running my mouth and cuss at my parents, wearing booty shorts and crop tops, sneaking out at night to fuck all the guys. Rat has sent death threats to many people for certain reasons. She also has been accused of blackmailing and slander, which is proven to be real. Multiple people called her out for her disgusting acts, and Rat makes her supporters attack them. Rat calls out anyone who criticizes her in any way and accusing them of doing something bad, when Rat provides no proof of it whatsoever. Rat also overreacts over little things and has been told to take a break off of social media by many people. Rat also falsely accused a Roblox troll YouTuber known as Pewdiepie for apparently asking her for nudes, which wasn't even Binny, but instead was a fan who was impersonating Binny. and she knows that but continues to harass Benny with her supporters. To this day, Rats claims that she did not groom a minor in public tweets, while she admitted to grooming a minor, stating, "The past is the past," in our interview last month. She has also been exposed to being transphobic, which she claims she isn't when it's clearly a lie. And here's her responding to a trans person with "want some," and as you can see it says "sharp trans fluid," and it's essentially fluid for cars. In a recent Twitter space, she talked about how she is going to take legal actions against Obscurist for apparently harassing a minor, whilst the minor was the one attacking Obscurist. Rat says, "I have contacted someone very trustworthy and they know how to get the inferiorities involved in the whole situation with Obscurist in general." She then says, "Join me in my space," which is called Getting Authorities Involved. To end this thread off, we will link a 163-page document exposing Rat, which contains lots of proof regarding the drama, which is fully written by Obscurist. The document contains a lot of factual information about what she's done, but it seems to be quite silly at the beginning, accusing her of stealing art and that she needs to pay $500,000 or spend time in prison for 5 years over it. I can't tell if this was written as a joke or if they genuinely believe they have this much power, but they don't that she needs to pay
1940. The Earth was like some rocks and water or something. In 2003, here's what Roblox looked like, and in 2021, here's what Roblox looks like. But how did we get here? In 1988, David Baszucki developed a simulation program called Interactive Physics with his brother Greg. In 1989, they founded the company Knowledge Revolution to distribute the program. Here's what it looked like. Great program. Yeah, it's so awesome. Wow. Sometime after this, Eric Castle joined the team. In the mid-90s, Knowledge Revolution was acquired by MSC Software for $20 million. David and Eric both left the company and went on to do other things. In 1996, Eric Castle and David Baszucki started development on a little game called GoBlocks, as Knowledge Revolution didn't really go anywhere after the late 80s. Throughout 1997 and 2002, multiple assets and mock-ups were created, such as this texture here, which was created sometime in 1998. In December 2003, the GoBlocks.com domain is registered. Actually, never mind, the Dynablocks.com website is registered. Here is a mock-up of what the site was going to look like. In the mock-up of the website shown at BlocksCon 2013 is what many people believe to be the very first game, in quotes. It was created in December 2003 and is called John's Puzzle Game. It has some, bricks. It also has one of the very first models, which is simply called Dump Truck. In January 2004, they said, "Whoops, never mind yet again," and instead bought the website Roblox.com. Multiple spellings of GoBlocks and Dynablocks now redirect to Roblox.com. Here's what the logo looked like at that time. The Roblox Corporation was founded by David Baszucki and Eric Castle on the 23rd of March, and is officially trademarked on the 29th. On June 30th, the very first Roblox account, admin, is created. And then they banned it, I guess, I don't know. Oh, models were created. That's fun. We have ball. Here's another logo change. In July, the forums were created so we can discuss important topics. This is not an important topic. The most popular minigame right now with 17 plays is a game called Spasmatron 2 vs. Wimpatron 2. There's no Spasmatron 1. I don't know why. Spasmatron 2 vs. Wimpatron 2 was the first game to ever hit 10 plays. Also, here's a kid on a skateboard or something, I don't know. A few days later, sign up is completely closed. We are now in the alpha stage of Roblox development. At the very start of 2005, they raised over $500,000 to try and fund Roblox. On February 11th, alpha testing goes into beta testing. In March, Roblox Corporation made the patent for Abstract Online Building Toy, which also gives us an early look at what the Roblox studio was going to look like in crisp 4K quality. On May 10th of 2005, they accidentally deleted everything that was posted before this point. How? At least bevels were added. More mini-games were added, such as fend off the bots and steer the spheres. In the second one, you have to steer the spheres. As of April 2005, the most popular game is King Arthur's Castle with 28 plays, which is bumped down in May by Beat the Lions with 50 plays, and then Steer the Spheres with 125 plays. Steer the Spheres was also the first game to ever hit 100 plays. The current currency is Roblox points, which are a orange and yellow circle. You would gain these by completing different mini-games. Oh yeah, and here's another logo change. Sign up reopens. And then they close it. Oh look, David gave the players a face. They did not stick with that last logo for very long. In October, Roblox points were completely removed. Mike Rayhawk, who had previously worked with LEGO for quite some time, is tasked to make player designs. Here's what they chose. This is the actual size. Oh look, we can now have textures. That's awesome. The starter place changes multiple times, including but not limited to empty platform, brickyard, room environment blue. On February 27th, 2006, the database was updated, making it so that every account join date is reset to this time. The beta stage ends. Roblox Studio is now available under the name Roblox Developers Environment. It just rolls right off the tongue. In March, the first user-created models, other than the test models, are created by Eric Castle. This is terrifying. In April, they finally got rid of free cam and instead gave us third-person view. On June 5th, multiplayer was finally made available. But only to official Roblox games. Fuck you. Also, don't fall off or else you'll fall forever. Actually, never mind, you can fall off now. You can jump now. You can also bomb things now. On July 22nd, the first ever Roblox video is created by Shedletsky.
Shedletsky.
He
What?
bombed the thing. On August 11th, 2006, the 1000th account was created by the name of Builder101. This account was banned at some point for an unknown reason. 4 months after the 1000th account, on December 8th, the 10,000th account was created by the name of Destroyman. This account was terminated most likely because of it being password guessed. In August of 2006, Crossroads hit 5 concurrent players. David was so happy that he even sent out an email to the entire admin team. As of the 28th of September 2006, you're officially able to play multiplayer on user-made games or even your own games. Friends are added and you can now officially message people. The 2 first Roblox videos were uploaded to YouTube by Shedletsky, Chaos Canyon Firefight, and the 2006 trailer, or at least a slightly altered version of it. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, there's also quite a bit of lost footage from Google Video from 2006. On the wiki, Roblox would encourage users to make movies in Windows Movie Maker. However, they would recommend you to upload them to Google Video, and that's where most of them were uploaded. The problem is that Google Video shut down in 2011. For example, these 2 here and a few tutorials, which were actually found while I was editing this video, which was super shocking. That includes Draco's Part 1, though I don't think any of the other ones exist. In November, the most popular user-created game is now Stairway to Heaven, which had 2,500 plays. It was the first game to ever hit 1,000 plays. Roblox has hit 10,000 total accounts as of December. More and more YouTube videos are being made, and badges are also achievable. The first ever official event happens in December 2006 on the 19th, called Santa's Winter Stronghold. The story was that the elves who made toys got fed up and decided to try and steal all the presents. And you could either play as an elf to collect presents, or as a Santa to, well, kill the elves. On December 21st, 2006, it was updated so you could no longer have spaces in your username. This is because of people putting spaces at the start and end of their usernames to make it look like they had the exact same username as another person. This most notably happened to Jacob XX,
So
who now
Roblox
goes under
added
the name Reverse Polarity. It is December of 2006, and here's what games are being played right now. On January 9th, 2007, animations are finally added. I've been gliding everywhere. As of January 12th, you can now wear t-shirts. Before this, everyone had the exact same avatar but with different colors. The first ever contest was held, a contest to build the best furniture. This is what won. As of January 31st, I can now report someone for killing me in Sword Fight on the Heights. They finally settled on a few variations of the Happy Home Red and Beige House playset. They would add more and more to it over the next few years. Teams and tools were added to Roblox, however, both are incredibly glitchy. For a while, the majority of the most popular games in this era were either brick battle games or some sort of team game. Currently, the most popular user-created game is Mini Game World by Mike, which had 75,000 plays. Super Safe Chat is added. I can now say juice without touching my keyboard. As well as this, since Roblox's demographic was slowly shifting from young teens towards younger audiences, Kappa forced Roblox to put a filter in the chat. I can no longer send someone death threats for killing me on glass houses. Roblox is now entirely in Comic Sans. Sorry, Windows 2000 users, but your time is up. Lock your doors. On April Fool's, Roblox says they were bought out by Google for the average price of a candy bar in New York and were rebranding to Gooblox. May 2007, spawns are finally added instead of falling out of the sky and breaking all of your limbs. Also, places are no longer only stored on the profile and now have their own pages. They tried adding hair to Roblox. Here's what it looked like. Don't laugh. As Roblox in 1.0 was the only avatar type available at this time, they wanted to implement hair, but it did not work with the very blocky characters of 1.0. They asked Mike Rayhawk, who also helped with some of the very early designs and mock-ups, to make a better character design than 1.0, and it was called Fused Girl. Needless to say, people did not like it. Robux is added, and Mike, who I mentioned previously, is the richest player. He had 3,000 Robux. Pets are also added to the game on the 30th of May. Fun fact time. Did you know that the official Roblox account has had many different avatar redesigns over the last 15 years? If you knew this fun fact, share this video to 53 of your MySpace friends. From August to November of 2007, a lot of things happened. Tickets are added, and a Roblox PvP tournament is announced called the Roblox Grand Melee. Builders Club is released the next day. A Halloween-themed contest is announced. Look at the side of the house! Comments are added, and explosions are no longer giant red balls. A secretive Roblox Halloween treasure hunt event is started, and you can win a Crimson Cat's Eye hat. And the first ever Roblox physical merchandise is available. It is August of 2007, and here's what games are being played right now. Now the most popular available game is Mike's Ultimate Paintball, which went on to have over 2.5 million visits, which was completely unheard of at that time. The Giftsplosion 2007 Christmas event is officially launched, and you would earn gifts by doing certain tasks. Like, for example, if you had the word tree in your bio, you would get the Wanwood gift of Tree Hugger item, which when opened on Christmas Day would give you a pair of Wanwood antlers. There are now 50,000 users on Roblox. Actually, never mind, there's now 100,000. On November 20th, the 100,000th account, Shin Articuno, was created. This account still stands to this day, although I don't think it's very active. 2008 was when Roblox was starting to get a lot more popular, and not as many big things happened as 2006 and 2007, other than contests. Although the little amount of big things that were released were quite important. In March, the first ever egg hunt extravaganza is held. These eggs were dropped from the sky, or were called egg drops, and were only on games where the developers enabled them. It is May of 2008, and here's what games are being played right now. Models are now part of the catalog. You can now comment on places, and of course, favorites, team chat, guests, heads, and decals were also added in this time period. Roblox staff released heads such as, York's Resting Place event also happened. Mike's Ultimate Paintball was the first ever game to hit 1 million visits. On September 5th, the millionth account, Too Cool For You, is created. The account was later password guessed, and as a result, was completely terminated. They started actively releasing more and more faces. A month later, they just stopped releasing heads entirely, I guess. Apparently, the diamond head was when they just had enough. For a few minutes on March 17th, 2009, they accidentally gave everyone on Roblox admin, but nothing even happened. The day after that, the R-studs were removed from blocks and are replaced with a more square-type shape. On April Fool's, they put giant ducks everywhere, and then to compensate, they gave everyone rubber ducks. In May, gears were introduced. These were actually teased in an Easter egg on the newspaper hat. If you looked at the texture, it would show this text. Now we have seats so that cars are no longer just boxes with a button inside of them. In June, the Roblox forums hit 10 million threads, and Turbo Builders Club was released. It is June of 2009, and here's what games are being played right now. In July, a secret form was discovered called Form 34. It was only accessible by changing the URL to say 34 instead of whatever form ID you were on. For example, Roblox Talk was ID 13. However, most accounts would be banned upon posting here. There is no known reason for this form's existence. Throughout July and August of 2009, a lot of social type updates were added to the site. This includes groups, statuses, user-made badges, and best friends. The most popular game is changed again after almost 2 years and is now Heli Wars, which racked up nearly 8.5 million visits. In October and November of 2009, a few really important updates occurred. Limiteds and uniques are now a thing. Outrageous Builder Club is added. Bubble Chat and Smoke are added. And finally, the client is no longer in Comic Sans. It is December of 2009, and here's what games are being played right now. Again, not much was added in 2010. Sets and wedges are released. The Robloxian 2.0 package was released, and packages were originally referred to as body shapes. Roblox was covered on BBC's Webscape section in March. Gift cards were released. The 1x1x1 account was created by Shedletsky, which many rumors started around. Obviously, these were completely false, but the name is still iconic even though it was just a test account. The starter place was changed to Telemon's Big World. It had some cars or something, I don't know. Yet another logo change. Character or NPC dialogue and the in-game Roblox recorder were both added. It is July of 2010, and here's what games are being played right now. Now you can make your game exclusive to Builders Club members. This angered so many people that didn't have BC at the time, but hey, at least Roblox gift cards were now available at 7-Eleven. On February 3rd, the amazing group advertisements feature was released. They can also now have allies and enemies. It is April of 2011, and here's what games are being played right now. The mobile app is created on May 26th for iPod and iPhone, although games cannot be played, which kind of defeats the purpose. People can now follow their friends into games. The first ever Roblox commercial was released, and people didn't like it. August 1st marks the date of the 2011 Roblox Rally, which was the very first Roblox convention. Survive the Disasters becomes the most popular game on the site, the first to ever hit 10 million visits. On August 15th, they changed the place template once again to a different house that was much larger. A few other things were added, such as plugins for Roblox Studio, Time Changer, Mega Places with up to 50 players, in-game fog, gift cards in other places such as Canada and the UK, and personal servers with the Stamper tool. You could build with the Stamper tool and it would save your progress automatically after certain intervals of time. It's December of 2011, and here's what games are being played right now. In the last week of 2011, Sword Fight on the Heights 4, which was one of the most popular games at the time, was locked to Builders Club only, which caused a lot of backlash. And by backlash, I mean angry children on Roblox Talk forum. Finally, we have water. Dynamic lighting is currently in development. Video thumbnails and image thumbnails are introduced for games. And on April 1st, 2012, the infamous Fool's hack occurred. I'm not going to go too much into detail as this has been covered many times, but the user Elernate gained access to an admin account on one of Roblox's test sites, which led to them being able to change a lot of things on the site that they obviously were not supposed to. They were able to display banners with messages on them. Unreleased hats such as the Crazy Skull gave many popular accounts random items or Robux, compromised accounts temporarily, and even released a face which was on sale for 100 Robux. Moving on, Roblox Extravaganza events are renamed to Egg Hunts and now happen every year. In April, Town of Robloxia becomes the most popular game and goes on to reach over 15 million visits. On May 15th, the Man and Woman 3.0 packages were shown for the first time. A month later, they accidentally made another oops and either gave some people 1 million Robux on accident or added the Roblox account to random people's friends list. This one was reverted in only an hour or two, but it still begs the question, how? It is May of 2012, and games are being played right now.
An Invisalign smile is so powerful, you can face anything. Invis is 10 million smiles strong. Invisalign.
In July, they finally implemented the trading system, and in December, trading Robux was added. On September 17th, the Game Passes are created, and Time named Roblox one of the top 50 best sites of 2012 the next day. On November 14th, there were 100,000 players on various games at the same time, which had never happened before up until this point. In the start of 2013, Roblox Studio underwent a lot of changes and also had a new splash screen. 2013, Eric Castle, the co-founder of Roblox, passed away. He was 45 and had been fighting cancer for multiple years prior to this point. Rest in peace, Eric Castle. Not long after this, multiple changes were made to the website. Egg hunts were now happening every year instead of every 2 years, and the Roblox RGC convention
It's not fucking pausing, so I have to show.
plays, which was very impressive for the time. It is April of 2013, and here's what games are being played right now.
No, kiss cut.
On May 9th, the dynamic lighting that had been in the works for a year and a half and possibly more was finally released to the public. On May 18th and 19th, BloxCon 2013 happened. However, tickets sold out very quickly, so in September they had a virtual First ever Bloxy Awards happened at this virtual BloxCon and was called the Roblox 2013 Hall of Fame. Paid access was made so that games costed money, and price floors were made for t-shirts so that you had to pay 10 Robux or more for any t-shirt. At least users can upload audio now, which was quite useful. For one day, the forum board's names and many front page games were changed to for real money. As well as this, emotes were added such as E-Dance and E-Wave. Before this was only available through custom tools and gear such as the Dance Potion. In December 2013, Roblox admins would start streaming on a schedule. These streams would discuss upcoming features, they would play games, answer questions from fans, and more. Hopefully they would not have an incident on October 24th, 2014, where on Twitch they would not accidentally leave the stream on, including their microphones, and would accidentally swear in front of thousands of children and talk about how much they hated their job and didn't want to use. 2014. In April, they got rid of the super safe chat button. I can no longer say Kirby Dance without touching my keyboard. Player points are released, and you get them every time you spend Roblox. Throughout the year, many changes are made to the layout of the Roblox website, Roblox Studio, and even the in-game client itself. By the end of the year, it was almost entirely revamped. It is July of 2014, and here's what games are being played right now. Call of Robloxia 5, based off of Call of Duty World at War, becomes the most popular game. It now has over 40 million visits. On the 26th, the previously mentioned Twitch event occurs on a 24-hour Twitch stream. 3 moderators were fired because of it. The next day, a bug completely broke the Roblox games page and the Roblox economy. Since at this point, you would get 1 ticket per 1 visit on a game you own, people made scripts that would constantly loop you between 2 of their own games, which led to the entire games page just being base plates and starter games for an entire day. At the very start of 2015, much of the in-game UI was revamped entirely, including the player list, inventory, and health bar. About a month later, the best friends feature was removed and followers were added. This made it so that everyone you had on your friends list before February 2015 was completely unfriended and you were now following each other. It is February 2015, and here's what games are being played right now. The most popular place was broken not long after by work at a pizza place, which got nearly 200 million visits. A chat feature was added to the website, and you can make group chats instead of just being able to message one person only. The 100 millionth Roblox account was sniped in November by this guy. I'm not going to even try to pronounce that. Underscores were finally able to be put in Roblox games for the first time in nearly 9 years. Roblox celebrated their 10th anniversary in March. On April 14th, tickets were completely removed from Roblox, along with the removal of personal servers being announced, which was mentioned earlier in the video. These changes were both met with huge backlash. It is June of 2016, and here's what games are being played right now. In September, R15 is finally released after about 7 months of development. Natural Disaster Survival by Stickmaster Luke is the first game to hit 1 million favorites. In October, a game called Mega Fun Obby becomes the most visited game with 260 million plays. However, not even a month later, it was replaced by Prison Life, which got over 500 million. Roblox got DDoSed multiple times throughout the summer. Glitches range from people not being able to chat in games for an entire day, or no one being able to make games for an entire 3 days. Roblox changed their logo for the first time since 2015 to the funny cheese it. No one has made that joke before, by the way. Accounts that are not 13 or over can no longer say any sort of number. In February, a rumor was started that John and Jane Doe, which were both test accounts created in 2005 by the admins, would hack Roblox on March 18th. Like I already said, this was just a rumor to scare Roblox's younger audience. It is August of 2017, and here's what games are being played right now. In June and July of 2017, the forums are rated by Quackity and its fan base, which at first caused a limit on the forums so only people with 2 or more year old accounts can post. The forums were rated again, which caused the forums to be locked to people with only 13-year-old accounts or more, which caused the forums that had existed since 2004, before games were even a thing, to be entirely removed. In August, Meep City by Alex Neutron was crowned the most visited game and was the first to hit many milestones. It had 8 billion visits when it was surpassed. In fall of 2017, guests are removed and you now have to have an account to play Roblox. And finally, the last Giftsplosion events happened. Throughout 2018, Jailbreak broke many more records, such as hitting 121,000 concurrent players, which was well over the world record that was set by Egg Hunt 2017. 30 days into the year, Meep City was crowned the first game to ever hit 1 billion visits. In August, the same game would also become the first to surpass 2 billion, 5 billion, and as of 2021 now has well over 10 billion visits. Roblox was banned from users that were playing in the UAE on the 17th of May for being inappropriate. On July 4th, 2018, thousands of accounts were banned for seemingly no reason. This was because of a malfunction in the audio refunding system. In October, Arthro avatars were added. In March of 2019, a random user named Azu5573 accidentally becomes the 1 billionth user on Roblox. On June 15th, 2019, the record for concurrent players on one game was broken by Adopt, which reached over 430,000 players at once. Adopt broke the record 2 more times, once 500k concurrent, and then 640k concurrent players. Also, here's a new emote menu. Currently, there are 100 million active users each month. User-generated content, or UGC, was added in August of 2019 so that selected developers could actually make their own items and put them on the catalog. In October of 2019, Builders Club was officially deprecated and is replaced by Roblox Premium. In the start of 2020, a hoax started spreading around that Roblox was shutting down. This had to be debunked on the official Roblox Twitter account. For one day in March 2020, everyone who played Nmpa City, which was still the most popular game at the time, would be teleported to a version where you could hit the game's creator with a mouse. Adopt.me hits over 1.6 million concurrent players at once on the 11th of April, which almost broke the website. 4 days later,
It almost broke the website.
million visits in 3 months. Less than a month later, it hit 2 billion. Adopt.me becomes the first ever game to hit 10 million visits not long after it hit 1 million concurrent players. One time it even broke the record of 1.6 million and peaked at 1.7 million. On November 9th, the 2 billionth account is created. It was a bot. Whoever made the original account changed the username, avatar, and much more of the entire account so that it was less obvious that it was a bot. An update was added so that avatars now had a picture of their head as an icon, which, it's a bit too close. This section is still a work in progress, but here's what's happened so far. David Baszucki, the founder of Roblox, is now declared a billionaire. In late April 2021, someone started uploading, strange assets to the official staff accounts. Finally, Roblox is no longer banned in the UAE. Every game on the website is now called experiences instead of games. This is because, on May 28th, Roblox was sued for not giving their Robux back after an item is deleted. It is June 2021, which is right now, and here's what games are being played right now. Display names are given to everyone. Less than a month later, Roblox is sued again because of users uploading copyrighted audio. And now we're here. Thank you for watching.
No.
Here's to a new year. Let's resolve to make room for what matters most. To gather, relax, and celebrate in a home you love. Here's to new beginnings. Get started now with Raymore and Flanagan.
Indy safely welcomed back 55,000 visitors as part of the National FFA Convention last week. This is yet another example of how Indy is helping customers navigate in-person events. Since July 2020, Indy has hosted more than 220 live conventions, safely welcoming more than 700,000 attendees. And we're just getting started. Indy will close out 2021 by hosting 60,000 visitors for the Performance Racing International Trade Show. And we'll open 2022 with 100,000 fans at the College Football Playoff National Championship. Indy knows how to host events safely. Let us help make yours a success.
In this video, I'm going to be going over an iceberg of a large majority of the controversies in Roblox's history. This is technically a 1,000 subscriber special, but I'm a bit late. This iceberg contains controversial users, heavily disliked features or events, and much more. Before warned, this video delves into some very serious topics in the 3rd tier, 4th tier, and 6th tier. Before each of those entries that I mentioned, we'll have a warning containing a timestamp for the next segment, so you can skip if you want to, and a trigger warning for those who need it. Without further ado, let's delve into the iceberg. I hope you guys enjoy. Tickets removal. Tickets, or ticks, are a discontinued form of currency that existed alongside Robux from August of 2007 until it was discontinued in April of 2016. They could be gained completely for free and were able to be converted into Robux. This feature was abused very heavily, especially towards the later years of its lifespan. On the 14th of April 2016, ticks were completely removed from Roblox, and anyone's ticks were completely deleted. This caused a huge wave of backlash against the Roblox team, which was understandable. The removal was announced a hat was even sold on accident about a month or two after ticks were removed for about 100 tickets. It's free commercial. In July of 2011, Roblox released a TV commercial. This was their first commercial. This advert was heavily disliked by the Roblox community at the time for being misleading in quotes. For example, skyboxes were done by green screens, dancing animations that were just impossible in 2011, fake usernames in the credits and fake games being displayed, fake driving physics, and more. At the end of the commercial, the narrator shouted, "It's free," which was also partially untrue for the time. Junkbot raid. In November 2020, the Roblox YouTuber Flamingo started an event called Junkbot Week. For 1 week, Albert told his fans to change all of their avatars to the Junkbot Arthro package and spam things like oil or boil or give oil and many more. Both Life in Paradise and The Hood were raided by thousands of people, causing not only Roblox servers to have major issues, but it ended up being one of the biggest raids, if not the biggest raids in Roblox history. The owners of both games mentioned give permission for people to raid their games. John and Jane Doe. John Doe and Jane Doe were both test accounts created in 2005 by the Roblox staff team to test multiple early website features from the time. For those who don't know, John Doe is a placeholder name for those whose names are unknown. For example, on tombstones. If someone was buried but their name is unknown, they will use John Doe or Jane Doe. Throughout the years, many rumors started around these accounts because of not only how old they were, but their mysterious nature. Not much information was known about these accounts for a long time. In February and March of 2017, a rumor started that these accounts were going to come back and hack everyone who logged into Roblox on March 15th, 2017. This was very obviously untrue. Chat filtering common words. The chat filtering system has been a common issue for many Roblox players. For example, people under 13 not being able to say any numbers for a long period of time, random words being censored for no reason, and many more. Many very common words were censored for some time. These include can't, hi, okay, secret, the, we, my, well, town, bucket, and song, and many more. The word can't is still censored for some people now, for no real reason. Possibly because it may sound like the other four-letter C word that starts with a C in 1x1x1x1, 1x1x1x1, or simply 1x was a test account initially created in 2007 by Shedletsky. The account was later renamed to Request and a jumble of numbers, and later remade in 2010. A forum post was made by Shedletsky explaining the 1x1x1x1 was actually a hacker and could insert scripts into games that would say spooky things. However, Mr. Doombringer had to say that this was obviously false. Quackity raid. In the summer of 2017, Quackity, yes, the funny green message, got raided and spammed Roblox forums twice on live, causing him to be banned twice. The forum was locked a few times once to people with 2-year-old or more accounts, and then locked to those who had accounts from 13 years ago or older. However, this was 2017, and at the time, no existing accounts were 13 years older or more. Roblox was heavily criticized for this, and so Roblox removed the lock and replaced it with just a captcha. Quackity and Quack are still censored on Roblox because of these raids. Forums removal. The forums that had opened up in 2004 were finally closed in the winter of 2017. The true reason isn't 100% known, however, it is probably a mixture of all of the forum incidents that happened in 2017 and some of the years prior. Quackity's 2 raids that happened in the summer, Isotoxic's raid that happened in December, a certain event that happened in October that I will get into later in the video. Multiple fan-made forums and forum archive projects have been started since. Oof Sound Lawsuit. On September 18th, 1999, the oof sound was created by Tony Tellerco. I'm hoping I pronounced that right. The sound was used with permission in the 2000 PC game Messiah. Sometime between 2005 and 2006, the death sound was added to Roblox. Apparently, either David Mizuki or Eric Castle had gotten it from a stock royalty-free CD with sound effects on it, which had probably taken the sound that Tellerco made some years ago and has a copyright dispute with Roblox about the death sentence. Lisa Gaming Roblox. Lisa Gaming Roblox is a troll account on YouTube that would call out popular Roblox YouTubers with completely false claims. Apparently, they were banned from Bloxburg for deleting players' houses. History is repeating itself live, and we're witnessing it, and being banned on Roblox for a few days before their account was reinstated. If this is a troll looking for attention, then it sure did work, because Jesus Christ, do some people hate them. Pewdiepie banned. In February 2019, Pewdiepie did a live stream on YouTube where he played Roblox games. However, near the end of the live stream, his account was banned for having an inappropriate username, in quotes, which was not the case. A Roblox staff member said that anything related to him would be banned a month earlier because of, and I quote, due to his content redirecting to unsafe and inappropriate sites and channels, as well as continued inappropriate behavior. Which definitely makes sense. The hashtag UnbanPewDiePie was trending for some hours on Twitter the same day. PewDiePie is still censored on Roblox. Lil Nas X concert. In November 2020, a concert was hosted on Roblox to promote Lil Nas X's new single at the time, Holiday. Now, this might seem like a good idea on Roblox's part. For example, Fortnite's had multiple concerts, and festivals are commonly hosted on Minecraft servers. So what could go wrong with a Roblox concert? Well, everything. Animations were buggy, Roblox's servers were slow. Remember the junk bot raid from earlier? Yeah, one of them happened at the concert, causing the Roblox avatar editor to stop working entirely. It was a mess. The concert itself was actually really well developed and took a lot of time to make, I'm very sure. However, it just did not compete with the circumstances of that day and how poor the Roblox servers just so happened to be that day. End of egg hunts. Roblox egg hunts, formerly called Eggstravaganzas or Egg Drops, are a Roblox event that have been hosted every year since 2008, except for the years 2009, 2011, and unfortunately 2021. Some of these egg hunt events are regarded as some of Roblox's best events, and it's well over a decade and a half of worth of history. Egg hunts were replaced with the Metaverse event in 2021, which wasn't received that positively. UAE and Jordan banned. Roblox was banned in the UAE for being damaging to children's health, in quotes. However, the ban was lifted in March of 2021. It's also banned in the Middle Eastern country of Jordan, which I rarely see anyone mention, surprisingly. The only reason I know of this being a thing was a comment I got on one of my latest videos. It's also banned in North Korea. Invisible KSI. This is going to sound really weird for those who have not been on Roblox recently, but for those who don't know, another concert is going to happen in the same vein as the Lil Nas X concert, but this time for KSI. Also, yes, for those who don't know, KSI also makes music, I guess. An Arthro Bundle was released recently before the event was going to happen, although the event has probably happened by the time this video is up. And the bundle barely works. If you use the glitched body of the bundle and the headless head, you can become entirely invisible. I don't know how this is allowed. Brick Bronze deletion. Pokemon Brick Bronze was a Pokemon fan game that was made on Roblox in October 2015 by Lando64000, who some of you may know for his earlier work on a hide-and-seek game about 3 or so years earlier. However, this all came to a halt in April 2018 when Nintendo had threatened legal action against Roblox for the large amount of Nintendo fan games and copyright content on the platform. And so on the 18th of April, the game was wiped from the platform, which made a lot of people very upset, understandably. Trump hacking incidents. From June to August of 2020, many accounts were stolen and their bios, avatars, and more were changed to pro-Trump related things. For example, many of them had t-shirts with eagles and American flags, red, white, and blue body colors, and their bios and statuses were changed. Though this really didn't work, and I feel bad for those who had their accounts hacked. July 4th, 2018 incident. On July 4th, 2018, a 7-year-old child accidentally joined a experimental mode game where local scripts so that you can make things happen on certain people's screens and not everyone's screens. However, in this case, a underage player was forced into sexual animation. This entry on the iceberg is quite high, only because the mother had reported this incident to multiple news outlets and the story was getting a lot of traction at the time. This led to experimental mode games, which were highly vulnerable to exploits, to be locked so that only the owner or the owner's friends could play them. However, this feature was also very controversial and the friends only lock was removed. Mr. Obvious. Mr. Obvious was a very popular Roblox animator that had received a Bloxy Award in 2014. In 2017, it was revealed that they had sent multiple underage girls inappropriate photos and videos. Many people were mad at Roblox for not terminating his account earlier. However, in 2021, he was finally IP banned, even though it had been nearly 4 years since the incidents had happened. Banned for saying disco/gay. Roblox's chat filter tries as much as possible to filter out the name of the messaging platform Discord. There have been many ways to get around it over the years, such as Discord, Discord, and most importantly, Disco. Many people have been banned recently for saying Disco, as the filter thinks that the user is saying Discord. In July, there was a massive spike in people being banned for saying gay. However, most of the time, it was not in an offensive context, or was it meant to be. Lobu account limiting. Lobu, or Roblox in China, will remove Robux from your account, make you unable to friend people or join groups. Simple as that. VC-only places. A feature was released in the last few days of 2010, making it so that only people with Builders Club, the precursor to Roblox Premium, could make games that were limited to people who also had Builders Club. This was very poorly received, and even many Builders Club members protested the issue. One very well-known example of VC-only places is when, for a few weeks, Swordfight on the Heights 4 was locked to Builders Club users. This made many people on the forums upset. Jared Valdez 4. Jared Valdez 4, or Jared Valdez, or Jared 2 Valdez 4, or one of his many other usernames, was a very heavily despised user to many members of the Roblox community at the time. He would commonly steal games from other creators and republish them as his own with little to no changes and make Robux off of it. These include Stealth Pilots of the Undead Coming being rebranded to The Infection, 1Dev2's Welcome to the Town of Robloxia being completely copied with no changes, and many more. In 2013, he had gained over 160 million place visits, which is still impressive now, but this was also 8 years ago. 2 billion people have joined since the start of 2013, to put that in perspective. Roblox was a much smaller platform back then, so Jared's games, in quotes, had a very large impact on the community, making him one of the most hated users of all time. He was also about 12 or 13 at the time. Julius Coles V2. Julius Coles, or Julius5005, was a notorious Roblox user who created the Have a Family in the Town of Robloxia game. Similar to Jared Valdez, he had also stolen free models and uncopyrighted games and passed them off as his own. Julius also had a YouTube channel where he would upload gameplay, dancing videos, and more. One thing that he was also very notorious for was making death threats towards the Roblox administrators. As well, in April 2013, he was IP banned for making NSFW places on Roblox. In 2017, Julius and Flamingo got into fake beef, I guess, and had also made a joke video saying that Roblox was suing him in 2018. However, it was changed so people didn't think it was real. Games genre list removal. Until 2017, the games page had a genre list so that you could sort front page games by their style of game. For unknown reasons, this useful feature was removed from the site. Many players hated this update, understandably. Flesk H. Jerta banned. Flesk H. Jerta was a very popular Roblox YouTuber from March 2007 to October of 2008, and had inspired many to join Roblox at the time. He was most notable for his Roblox blooper series. In October of 2008, he was banned because of inappropriate models that were created when he first made his account in early 2007 that he didn't even know were published. The models were quite literally the default figure model with 2 cylinders, which were supposed to look like boobs, I guess. Many people think his ban was unjustified and not deserved. However, he did come back to Roblox many years later and has made a few videos on it recently. MSE6. MSE6 was a former super moderator on Roblox who moderated the Roblox Talk and OT subforums on the now defunct Roblox forums. MSE6 was known for being an abusive moderator by many and would unreasonably punish users for too long and sometimes would ban users for zero reason. She became inactive in early 2016 and was later terminated in 2020, most likely to prevent people trying to pass her the account. Catalog price floor. In September of 2013, a feature was added to Roblox where t-shirts, shirts, and pants that you upload to the catalog could not be 25 Robux or lower. This was heavily disliked by a large majority of the Roblox community at the time. This was later lowered to 10 Robux, and as of now, the feature is still present. However, it is 2 Robux for t-shirts and 5 Robux for shirts and pants. Roblox ends in January 2020. In late 2019, rumors were spreading around that Roblox was going to shut down in January 2020. Roblox had to respond to this on Twitter and say that the rumors were false glue face and abs shirts. Eating glue face is an inappropriate face that surfaced in early 2021. I don't think I could show the face on YouTube, so I'm going to draw it myself. What the fuck? This is very similar to the abs shirts or big milkers type shirts that have been around for even longer, where users will try and make t-shirts that can make their avatars look like they have breasts. These are only called abs so that they can get past the Roblox filter. Nmpa audio lawsuit. Nmpa, or the National Music Publishers Association, sued Roblox for $250 in June of 2021. This is because of copyrighted music and other audio being uploaded to Roblox, and Roblox receiving money in quotes because it cost Roblox to upload audio. Form 34. I'm going to let my past self explain this from my History of Roblox video. In July, a secret form was discovered called Form 34. It was only accessible by changing the URL to say 34 instead of whatever form ID you were on. For example, Roblox Talk was ID 13. However, most accounts would be banned upon posting here. There is no known reason for this form's existence. The form is quite a mysterious part of Roblox history, mostly because of the punishments for those who were posted on it, which were very extreme, and the fact that it's completely unknown why it ever existed in the first place. May 2021 refund lawsuit. A Michigan father sued the Roblox Corporation on the 25th of May for apparently providing sham content moderation just because some of the items her daughter bought were removed when the catalog scrubbed a lot of its potentially copyrighted content or more. Devo Lawsuit. In 2009, Roblox released a hat called the Devo hat. Devo is a new wave band that was formed in 1973. In some of their concerts, they wore what was called an electric dome, and the Roblox Devo hat was meant to be a recreation of those hats. However, a few days later, the hat was taken down because of a supposed lawsuit from the band themselves. When it was made off sale, the name was changed to Impossible to Obtain Red Wedding Cake Hat.
Thanks so much for watching this video.